Hi everybody, Mike Rogers here from AffiliateMarketerTraining.com, and in this video I wanted to talk about ad block, or just ad blockers in general, and how this is going to affect the affiliate marketing industry, the free content publishing industry on the web. Most website owners and bloggers earn revenue through their advertising on their sites. So with these ad blockers, which basically block a lot of the different forms of advertising that we use, the industry is going to be changing. You can see here, AdBlock Plus is probably the most popular ad blocking software. It's an easy install on Google Chrome and all the major web browsers, and it is quickly coming to smartphones and tablets as well. We've sort of been in a grace period with smartphones and tablets, but it's looking like even maybe the iPhone 6 is going to come with ad blocking software pre-installed, where everybody's just going to have it. And obviously this is going to have a major impact on our industry. So I wanted to cover this. I was just writing an article on my website about how ad blockers are going to be affecting our industry. I also wanted to go ahead and make a video, so I'm embedding this video in the article. If you're on YouTube, you can just go to the video description and there's a link back to the main article, which I think you should definitely check out. So what I want to cover in this video is a few different things. Where do we stand now as content publishers and advertisers? Where do we stand right now with ad block technology? What are some of the things that you should be doing? What's going to be happening in the future with ad blockers, and what I'm doing right now. I'm going to show you a real example on my own website about how I'm getting around ad blockers, sort of, not completely, but I'll go ahead and show you some of the things that are working right now on how you can kind of bypass these ad blockers. So first of all, before I get into this, I don't want to sound like someone who is completely against ad blockers, or who blames ad blocking for ruining the free content on the web. There's plenty of people who believe that, and I don't really want to debate that, because really advertisers only have themselves to blame. How many times have you gone to, say, a news site where there's been videos that automatically load up with sound and you have trouble finding them because they're in obscure places on the site, or pop-ups come up, or your computer is running slower because of malware that you get from clicking on some advertisement. There's even some sites I go to, it's sort of a conspiracy site, but I like to go to AboveTopSecret.com, and it's a forum where people just kind of talk about conspiracy stuff. I have a lot of fun with it, but that website drives me nuts because their advertising slows my browsing experience, and my computer, the fans spin up, and it really makes my computer work. I also, a lot of times, since I travel while I work, I often have limited bandwidth. And some of these ads take up my bandwidth as well. You'll see people complaining on Facebook about being bombarded or being tracked, where you're getting ads because obviously somebody's been tracking you and knows what websites you've been to, and so you get shown targeted advertising based on that. All sorts of things that is just completely terrible with the online advertising industry, and we need a change in this industry. We really do. So I don't want to make it sound like I'm against ad blockers, but this is a big deal in our industry because this is a trend that is quickly growing in popularity, and it's going to have a major impact on how we do business. So where we stand now with ad blockers, I had recently said, it's right here, over 300 million downloads just with this one program, this one software, or whatever you want to call it, browser extension. There's other ad blockers out there. This number is going to be increasing, and we're going to see this becoming more commonplace and maybe even standard on our smartphones and tablets. So that's where we stand now. There's no immediate need to go out and make any significant changes, because really right now we're still in a wait and see mode. This 300 million downloads seems like a lot. That doesn't mean that 300 million people are using it. A lot of these are duplicate downloads. Some people download it and then never really use it that much. But there are a lot of people that are using it, just not enough yet where you need to make any changes. This software right here blocks Google AdSense ads, which is part of my revenue streams on just about all my websites. It's so passive. You put up the AdSense ads, and even if you only get a 2 or 3% click-through rate, you're doing pretty well. This year, 2015, has been my best year with Google AdSense. I'm doing about twice as good as I did last year. And it's projected that next year, AdSense is going to do even better. So there's no need to panic quite yet, but you do need to, if you're a publisher or an advertiser, you do need to start really paying attention to the trends and starting to watch your advertising and what your click-through rates are, what your return on investment is, because it's looking like this is going to now start impacting our industry. So right now, don't make any major changes yet, but keep this in the forefront and keep researching. This is all over the news right now. And every week or 2 weeks, you might just want to get updated on what's going on. And also start looking at what other major publishers are doing. As an individual blogger or small website owner like you and me, there's not a whole lot that we can do until the major publishers start to change the trends. And these publishers, like for example, newspaper websites, were some of the big offenders and the reasons why we have this ad blocking technology, because these news networks are really struggling with the shift from paper to internet, and they've gotten greedy. They've used some of these really annoying advertising methods that are now leading to this explosion in ad blockers. Well, these companies have millions and billions of dollars to spend on other things that they can do to make money. So embedded advertising, where they're going to get rid of the banners and the pop-ups and the autoplay videos, and instead start embedding advertisements right into the articles themselves with text links. They might also start requiring membership. There's going to be programs and plugins for WordPress that'll come out that's going to detect if an ad blocker is on someone's browser, and we can display different information to those people. So we can give them maybe a small blurb where they can see the first paragraph of our article, and then we can say, hey, in order to continue reading our article, please whitelist our website in your ad blocker, because we provide this content for free, there's no charge, and we rely on advertising as a means to get a return back on all the time that we spend creating this website. And so you can sort of give people teasers like that. We might see websites that require memberships or require a micro fee, say 50 cents or $1 in order to read an article if you're using an ad blocker. The real truth of the matter is, though, we don't know what's going to work. Something is going to come out of this, and there's a real opportunity here for people that seize the opportunity in the switch to different types of advertising. And I'm going to show you, I was going to show you this later, but let me just show you on my website. This is the article that I just created, how ad blockers are impacting content publishers. Okay, now this is the page with ad blocker already installed. Okay, now here's the identical page without ad blocker. You can already see right up here, there's an ad there that the ad blocker has removed. That's a Google AdSense ad. On this right side, this is actually an affiliate ad, which the ad blocker is not blocking. So that's completely fine. You can see I have an ad over here. That's another AdSense ad, which, as you might imagine, is being blocked. Now here's another affiliate ad. Okay, somebody clicks on this, that goes to an affiliate landing page, and if someone makes a purchase, I get a commission just like usual. And you can see that that's showing up on both versions. As I scroll down, I think I might have, there's one more AdSense ad, which I'm sure you get the trend by now. That's not going to be here. Here's another affiliate ad that is there, and the rest of the page is going to be about the same. You can also see that my email opt-in boxes are still there. Here's another affiliate ad. Okay, so basically what what these ad blocking softwares are trying to do is get rid of the really annoying advertising. Now, whether you think that this is really annoying or obtrusive, that's a matter of your own opinion. Google AdSense does track people's browsing history, so I think that's one reason why these ad blockers target AdSense ads. But you can see that a lot of my affiliate ads, those are doing, let me go to this one where I got the ad blocker on, those are doing just fine. one of those reasons, you have to understand how ad blockers actually work. The way ad blockers work is they detect when an ad is being loaded from a server. So this stuff right here, where I'm just putting in like a text link, that's all on my own server. Now, in the future, are they going to be able to detect which links are affiliate links or not? Maybe. They might actually start to do that. Whether they're going to block all affiliate links or not, I don't think that's going to happen, because what these ad blockers do, they're not looking to eliminate all forms of advertising on the web. They're looking to eliminate the ones that are annoying, the ones that will automatically track you without your permission, the pop-ups, the autoplay videos, the ones that really reduce the user experience on the web. So if we have these unobtrusive little text links, I think for the most part those are going to be left alone. Now if they do start to target your text links, since this is all based on your own server, it's not pulling, a banner ad or an AdSense ad or something from an external server, which is what these ad block softwares do. They block browsers from accessing those servers. This is all based on the same server that your website is being hosted on. So there are ways that you can cloak those affiliate links and hide the fact that they're affiliate links from these ad blockers. I don't know that that's ever going to be necessary, but it's something to keep in mind. But you can see here that even though an ad blocker is enabled on this page, it's just taken out some of my banner ads, which really, for me, my banner ads and AdSense advertisements are just kind of the cherry on top for my business. I mostly rely on affiliate marketing, and you can see that my affiliate ads are still intact. This is also the case on some of my other websites, like dogfoodinsider.com. I rely on a big portion of my revenue on the Amazon Associates ad network. Now, those ads are still showing up. Some people are claiming that these ad blockers are taking out their affiliate links to Amazon. I haven't had a problem with it yet, especially with ad blocker. So these are all things that we need to keep an eye on, but you can see that even right now with this ad blocker activated, most of my, or all of my affiliate links are still working, as well as my email sign-up forms here. And I'll even go to the home page of my site because I have a big email sign-up form there, which, there you go. So that's still working as well. So yeah, the sky isn't falling. Things are changing. The biggest thing to watch for is what major publishers are going to be doing, because people who are installing these ad blockers are kind of shooting themselves in the foot. They're going to websites that offer free content and earn revenues from their ad profits, but then these people are visiting those sites without having to deal with any of those advertising. Nobody is going to keep creating content for free. I mean, very few people are going to. It would be nice, if we all could just kind of donate our time and work real hard creating content and developing websites without worrying about getting paid, but we all have bills to pay. And there's going to be a big shift here. I don't want anybody to get, too afraid of these ad blockers, because the internet is always changing, whether it's a Google algorithm update, whether it's changes in how we can use email marketing or display ads. If you look at how the internet was run back in the 1990s, for example, it's a completely different place now, and in 10 years from now, it's going to be a completely different place again. That doesn't mean that there's not going to be ways to make money. We're just going to find new ways, whether it's through memberships, alternate forms of advertising, requiring that people join an email list. Whatever it is, the industry is going to adjust. And if you keep up with the trends, and if you sort of start to follow suit with what some of the major advertisers are doing out there, how they start to combat this stuff, you're going to be okay. This is also a good opportunity to remind you to always diversify your business. You don't want to rely just on display ads or just on affiliate marketing or just on your own products and services. You want to, if you want to have a long-term sustainable business and survive the fast-changing internet, it's always going to be changing. It's changing at a faster rate than ever. You need to diversify, because we can't right now predict what's going to happen with the internet in 3 to 5 or, God forbid, 10 years. I mean, 10 years from now, everything's going to be different. We're going to have new devices out there. People are going to have new ways of circumventing advertisements. You name it. Things that we can't think of. That's really what we have to plan for, is not what we can predict, but the things that we can't predict. The only way to prepare for that is to be as diversified as possible. So if you're brand new, you're going to have to build up a site. You might not be that diversified right away, but if you can get, say, 1,000 visitors to your site every day, 1,000 unique visitors, targeted visitors to your site every day, there's always going to be a way to monetize that. And I'm actually glad that these ad blockers are coming out and getting rid of these obtrusive and annoying advertising methods like pop-up ads, things that I don't really want to use anyway because I hate them myself. Think of it not as from an advertising perspective, but as a user perspective. Do you like being tracked by advertisers all across the web? Do you enjoy when videos autoplay and it always seems to happen when your volume is way up and then you can't find where the video is that's autoplaying? You go on Facebook, and our news feeds now on Facebook have become almost 50% advertising. It's annoying. Something has to change in this industry, and right now we're in a wait-and-see mode. As a small-time blogger or publisher like I am, I'm not going to go out there and do all the experimenting. I'm going to let the companies who have ruined the industry, like newspaper sites and other high-traffic websites that have gotten greedy, I'm going to let them do all the experimenting, and we will find a balance, a way that websites can make money without being so obtrusive in tracking people. So my advice to everybody right now is don't change anything yet. Do what you're doing. Like I said, I've had my best year on AdSense ever. I don't see that changing, in the near future. We'll see what happens with these ad blockers if they really take off. Google's not going to go down without a fight. It's a multi-billion-dollar company, and most of that is based on their advertising networks. So we're going to see some new technology emerge, and right now we just have to wait and see what that's going to be. So keep going the course, guys. This is something to keep an eye on. Don't look at this as a threat to the industry. Look at it as an opportunity and try to get on the leading edge, just ride the wave of the changes that are coming, because we have some very big changes coming with how we advertise to people, and I think it's actually going to be very exciting. So don't be too afraid of these ad blockers. It's going to be fine, and we're going to find a way going forward. So that's how things stand right now. I'm going to continue to update my blog with new articles on these ad blockers and how advertising is changing. So be sure to check back on my website, affiliatemarketertraining.com, every so often and get updates on this. And we're just going to ride this wave and see where it takes us. So that's it, guys. I just wanted to create a little video to go along with the article, and I hope you enjoyed this. Please feel free to write your own opinions and comments in the comment section below, whether you're on YouTube or my own website. I'd love to hear your opinion on this. I know there's going to be a big divide between people who see it as an opportunity or a threat, but I'd love to hear from both sides of it, whether you agree with me or not. So hope to hear your feedback, and you take care, everybody.